Welcome sa aking channel. This time, meron naman tayong bagong video na bibigyan ng reaction. But before that, don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. At syempre, ang ating pa-intro. Dito sa bagong video na bibigyan natin ng reaction ay ibang lingwahe naman. Ito ay isang regional language ng Pilipinas. Tinatawag nilang Ilocano. So, ikukumpara niya yung nasa video, ikukumpara niya ang Ilocano language sa Bahasa Indonesia or Indonesian language. Pero gaya ng ginawa natin sa aking unang reaction videos, bawat salita na kanilang pinagkukumpara ay bibigyan din natin ng kahulugan sa aming sariling wika, which is Pangutaran Sama, and nakasulat sa taas. Ito ay video na pinamagatang Ilocano and Bahasa Indonesia Similarities ni Miss Rokzen. So, panoorin natin kung ano ang content ng video at bibigyan natin ng reaction. Let's go!
Hello, teman!
Hello, teman!
Kamu? Aku seorang Filipina yang belajar bahasa
Dalawang
Indonesia
klase ng
sekarang.
teman. Ang
Kenalku Miss
teman
Rokzen dan aku
na may
dari
I ay kaibigan.
For this
Ang
video,
teman
we're going to
naman
talk
ay
about the
part.
similarities of Bahasa Indonesia and a regional language here in the Philippines called Bahasa Iloco.
Nag-aaral siya ng Indonesian.
Here in the Philippines, there are hundreds of languages spoken by the Filipino people. And yes, I'm calling them languages, not dialects, languages. Let's just clarify something as early as now. Bisaya is a language. Iloco or Ilocano is a language.
Siguro
Kapampangan
teacher
is a
ka.
language. What then is a
Galing niya
dialect? Well,
mag-explain.
dialect is the variation of a language depending on someone's location. American English, British English,
Sana lang hindi niya
Australian
nilagyan ng
English,
copyright.
Filipino English. They are all English but they're not exactly the same. Merong konting variation.
Yeah, may
Dialect is the
kaibahan.
variation of a language depending on someone's location. Gets? Now,
That's
in the place where I come from, I was born in Nueva Ecija and I grew up in Isabela. The Ilocano or Iloco language is very prominent. And while I was studying Bahasa Indonesia, I noticed that it has so much in common with Tagalog and Iloco. So if something doesn't make sense to me in Tagalog, I try to approach it using Iloco and sometimes it makes even better sense. Anyway, let's start with numbers. The numbers 1 to 10 in Bahasa Indonesia goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The numbers 1 to 10 in Tagalog goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can already see that we have similarities in our languages just by looking at our numbers. Now, enter Bahasa Iloco. The numbers 1 to 10 in Bahasa Iloco goes like this. May 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Tingnan niyo na lang yung
And
sa
then
amin
you
na.
can see that there are a lot of similarities as well. There are even more in common. And guess what? Another very interesting thing that I've learned just recently is that Bahasa Iloco, a very prominent regional language here in the Philippines, also has a lot in common with Bahasa Jawa, which is a very prominent regional language in Indonesia. The numbers 1 to 10 in Bahasa Jawa goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, look at the similarities between our regional
Oo nga, no?
languages.
Maraming
I don't know,
magkakapareho.
but for me, that's really amazing. Anyway, since
Iba-ibang
we just
language
started
na yun.
learning Bahasa Indonesia, let's just
Pero
focus
marami pa rin
there. Kalau aku
magkakapareho.
mag-discuss Bahasa Indonesia, dan Bahasa Filipina, dan Bahasa Ilocos, mungkin ako menjadi confused. Yakan mo
Bingong.
niya tayo bagbagak. Jadi, untuk
Bingong ang
video
tawag
ini,
sa
we're just going to
confused.
focus on Bahasa Indonesia and Bahasa Iloco. Mayat? To make this video even more interesting, I invited some of my Indonesian friends to collab with me. Yay!
Oh,
Let me
meron
introduce
siyang
them to you.
kasama.
Hai, nama aku Irma. Aku dari Sumatera Utara, Indonesia.
Halo, perkenalkan nama aku Monica dari Jawa Timur, Indonesia.
Halo, nama aku Eno dari Palembang, Indonesia.
Ken siak ni Roxanne aga po dya Isabela. I speak and understand Iloco, but I think my pronunciation pronunciation kinda sucks now. Jadi, to preserve the authenticity of the Ilocano language, I invited some of my Ilocano students to collab with me. Let me introduce them to you.
Hi, Shakilaki. Agabuan
Ah, so teacher nga talaga sa anak na kam. Mga estudyante ron yan.
Ilocos Norte, Philippines.
Naimbag na daw yung Shak ni Raul, taga Patak, Ilocos Norte, Philippines.
Apakah kamu siap? Let's start!
Banyak personal.
Makan, mangan.
Mangan.
Ikan, ikan.
Daing.
Udang, udang.
Olan.
Gatal, gatil.
Katel.
Pare, karya.
Palia.
Terong, terong.
Talong.
Arak, arak.
Ara.
Bagi,
Ara.
bagi.
Wala kaming ganun.
Ada,
Ada,
Taga.
adik,
Adi,
Siyay.
tulang,
Tulang,
Bekeg.
darah,
Darah,
Laha. Lay.
rupa,
Rupa,
Mukha.
baju,
Rupa. Baju.
baru,
Baro,
Bahu.
jarum,
Dagu,
Jaum.
cermin,
Sarmi,
Samin. Samin.
Dua, dua,
Dua.
10,
10,
Sangpu.
1000,
ribu,
Ibu.
kurang.
kurang,
Kulang.
Minggu,
Domingo,
Ahad. Layo.
bulan.
bulan,
Bulan.
Jalan,
dalan,
Dagdag.
luar.
luar,
Luas.
Balai,
balay,
Luma.
kayu.
kayu,
Kayo. Ang daming magkakapareho na pero parang mas maraming kapareho
Video
ang
and kalau kamu suka
Ilocano
video
kaysa
ini,
aming
jangan
salita.
lupa memberi
Pero
buat
pansinin nyo,
tombol
marami rin
yang
mga
besar
magkakapareho.
dan menulis komen
Maraming
di bawah.
ano,
Terima kasih.
magkakapareho-pareho lang din. Nakaka-enjoy.
Agyamanak, Kinyayo Ami.
Agyaman.
agyamanak,
Salamat sa inyong
Sampai
panonood.
jumpa lagi.
Kung may mga comment kayo or suggestion or opinion, pwede nyong i-comment sa baba. Kaya sa muli, kita-kita ulit tayo sa mga susunod pang mga reaction video na gagawin natin.
hindi pantay. Anyway,